Yo, top of the morning to you. It's your boy LG Grown. What's good with y'all? We back to talk. First off, let's start off at Happy Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. We done made it another day. All right. But that being said, we here to talk about the critically acclaimed new series that is buzzing the people. Nemesis. Netflix show Nemesis. Directed by power producer Courtney Kemp. Let's talk about it. Okay. First off, I gotta tell y'all off the rip. You know I keep it 100. This is nothing like Power. Let's just start that off, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely nothing like Power. The two main characters, we got a thief named Coltrane, and we got an officer named Officer Styles. And it's very interesting to see these two when you see the storyline between these two. You know, you got your typical officer, gets a lot of awards, but he got a lot of baggage on himself between his father was a thief. He got his brother killed. We get to hear about this story. Between he's dealing with his wife issues that they're like filed a separation, but he lives in a separate what is it like a separate house connected to the house. Like they're separate, but they're trying to work out some issues. So you're seeing like how him and his father are not so different when it comes to that dynamic with he's trying not to be that criminal like his father, but at the same time, he's always focusing on his job. He doesn't put his family first, and now they're like slowly resenting him. His son wants to see his grandfather. He don't want that to happen. So like you're starting to see each episode of why this dynamic of him and his father is like, it's like a bad case of yin and yang. Like you need him, but you don't need him. But you want him to change, he ain't gonna change. Like it's just like that dynamic. And now you got Coltrane. Coltrane is this is a thief. He does high stake robberies. He's very decisive. He doesn't get caught up. And like now you're starting to see his team is like slowly doing stuff that they normally on point of. And one of the guys that's like slipping up in his crew, which we'll see. I can't remember the character's name, but I will tell you that he played on a show on HBO where he played as Magic Johnson, the winning team or something like that, winning time. I don't come for me, but it's the show that was on HBO where he was on. They was talking about, it was all about the Lakers, and the main attraction was Magic Johnson. He played as Magic Johnson. So this character of him, you know, he does something that Coltrane was not happy was. He took a watch that was a family loot that could cost mad money. And when the guy that he robbed, which was the guy that played sax on Power, he's the one that lets the police know that he took his watch. So Coltrane's a little upset with him, and he's explaining to him like, yo, he could be a liability. But the other guy that's his right-hand man, that the guy that he's saying he's a liability, that guy his uncle, that's his uncle. So he's like, nah, man, chill. He was just, we all can mess up. Like we don't mess up. So like you start seeing that situation when it causes them to now people putting a radar on their backs. So it's interesting. But anyway, Coltrane was very interesting. We start learning about his lifestyle, how him and his wife both were criminal minds. She was on the verge of having a baby, and she lost the baby because we find out later that if she had the baby, she would have lost her life. So somebody had to make that decision, but it wasn't her husband. We find out it was her sister. So like, it's a lot going on this show that tells you this is nothing like Power. And if you have to really lock in on this show, it's very good. I'm telling you, from the beginning of the show to the last episode of the show, it gets interesting. You got to physically sit there and think like a thief, and it's like boom, 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 boom. Like, it's very interesting. So I was very pleased on this season of Nemesis, because we wonder if Nemesis was going to be like Power. I didn't feel like it was going to be like Power, but when I heard the producer was the guy, the lady from Power. So now, being that she wrote so many seasons of Power, in the very first seasons, we know her mindset is very good, but it was about the drug game. What can she do different besides the drug game? And this was different. This was a criminal mind. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting. And here's another known fact. The guy that plays Styles on Nemesis, the officer Styles, is the same guy that is the computer tech on Abbott Elementary. So, nice fun fact that y'all needed to know. The main character is the guy that plays the boyfriend on Abbott Elementary. So that was very interesting. So like, also when you watch the show, you see, and it was funny, I said this, you see a lot of characters that died on Power on Nemesis. You got Benny. If anybody remember from Power, Benny was the lawyer's cousin that got killed by Tommy. He's on Nemesis. I mean, it's like, I was just like, well, damn, that person was on Nemesis. I mean, Power. That person was on Power. We just having a Power reunion. So it's fun to see that, It was very fun. So I enjoyed it. Tune in. It's on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. It's on Netflix. And when I say, once you start watching it, don't watch nothing else. Like, you gotta have your damn, I'm sorry. It is early in the morning. You gotta have your uninvited attention when you're watching Nemesis, because you do not want to miss what goes on, what happens, this, that. You're gonna enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend it. Please tune into Nemesis on Netflix. Once again, this your boy LG Grown. We is back. We working on some stuff. I had to take a break, get my life and stuff situated, family and everything. I hope y'all doing the same. Listen, let me know in the comments if you gonna watch Nemesis, or if you did watch Nemesis, what did you think about Nemesis? Let me know. And once again, it's your boy LG Grown. We be back.